Okay, so this is the urinary system, which is part of the excretory system. It's just a small part, but it's basically the process that's going to excrete liquid waste out of your body in the form of urine. So it's going to start primarily in your kidneys. Kidneys, you need only one to live, but it has to be a fully functioning kidney. People who have two bad kidneys, they actually have to go to a dialysis machine, which pulls out your blood in small increments, and it will filter out the salt, which is the purpose of your kidneys, is to filter out the salt from your blood. And they have to go in every couple of days to do that. But for the kidneys' purpose, like if they filter out the salt and it'll go through what this tube is, the ureter. When somebody gets a kidney stone, it's basically because the salt that got filtered clumps together and becomes like a hard salt crystal, and so you'll have like a lot of discomfort in your kidney, but then if it passes, it'll be extremely painful, and it'll go through this ureter into the bladder, which is right here. Okay, so then once the bladder's full enough to excrete the waste, for a male pig, it'll actually go through the urethra, which literally goes up and around, and it'll be excreted out through what was the penis. If it's a female pig, there's no penis, so it just goes on a straight tube back through the third opening from the tail, which is the urogenital opening. Okay, so now I'm going to remove a kidney, and then we don't know really what causes it, but it's bumpy, and so it's cystic, and so, but that's all about that I know about it, so we're just going to cut. We're going to keep one of the ureters attached so we can see that, and then we'll just cut out the kidney. And so that's the kidney once you cut it out from the body. Okay, so now when I cut it, I'm going to do a cross-section here. I'm going to look on the inside. Okay, so this is the kidney now that it's cut open, and so then the filtering of the blood actually goes on this outer part, and then what is filtered out, including like the salt, the other part is what makes up the urine, and it gets funneled basically through these into the ureter right here. Good. Okay, so now we're going to look at the liver, which plays a role in different systems. It plays a role in the digestive system when it creates bile that's going to break down the fats in the foods, but it also is a part of the excretory system. The liver is going to break down certain things that would be toxic to your body. One of those things is alcohol. Alcohol is really toxic to your body, but your liver will break it down and chemically change it so it's no longer toxic to your body. Another thing that can be really toxic is prescription like medication. One thing is like Tylenol. Tylenol can be really dangerous if it's not correctly broken down, and because your liver can't do it that fast, that's why you have to make sure that you're taking the correct amount of it that's prescribed. So here are the lungs again, and the lungs, so they're part of the respiratory system, but they're also a part of the excretory system because when you're breathing out carbon dioxide, and so that's excreting it from your body. So the next organ we're going to look at is the pig's skin, and the pig's skin is in two different systems. Okay, so it's going to be the integumentary system, which is the skin, and then also the excretory system. In the skin, it's going to excrete out sweat, or urea. And so the urea is going to have some of that same like saltiness that the urine itself has, and then so when it's excreting the urea, it's going to get rid of like the sweat, and it also has the purpose of cooling you down.